Petaling Jaya, the Star/Asian News Network, political circles are abuzz that something is brewing behind the scenes after Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak visited jailed opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim, who is recovering from surgery in hospital. It was a picture that shook up many people's Friday, November 17, evening. The photograph of Datuk Seri Najib seated by the bedside of Anwar was on fire on social media. Some even thought that it was fake news, but it was very real. The Prime Minister and his wife caught everyone by surprise when they dropped by to see Anwar, who is recovering from a shoulder operation. The last time the two men were this up close was back in June 2013 during the swearing-in of the then newly elected MPs. At that time, Anwar, having failed to unseat Mr. Najib through the ballot box, had been trying to lure crossovers to form a government. But politicians are such good actors, and the two men put on their game face as they posed for pictures with the Dewan Rakyat speaker and walked together to the banquet hall for lunch. It was no different this time around, except that Mr. Najib was the only one grinning from ear to ear in the photograph. Anwar managed a half smile, but Malaysia's most special prisoner must have been quite flattered to receive the special guests. It must also have been rather awkward for Anwar because he had said so many vile things about Mr. Najib and his wife Datin Seri Rasma Mansur on the Sarama political speech stage. And can you imagine what the conversation must have been like as two of the country's greatest political animals tried their darnest not to touch on anything political? People out there must be so confused over the alignments of the political elites. It is groundbreaking, whichever way you look at it, said political risk analyst Amir Farid Rahim. Politics in this country has become so polarized and toxic since 2008, and it is important that politicians be able to put aside their political differences during moments like this. That is what mature and first world politics should be like. The Anwar family has tried to portray the hospital visit as personal rather than political, hence the statement issued by Anwar's son Muhammad Ihsan on Friday thanking Mr. Najib and his wife for their courtesy and also acknowledging the hospital for their care and treatment. But Malaysians are so prone to conspiracy theories, and by late Friday evening, speculation had begun that something was cooking behind the scenes. It means that the negotiation door is open, said a Selangor politician from Anwar's party Keadilan Rakyat, PKR. Some of those on the PKR side claimed that they cannot discount the possibility of a unity government after the general election, pointing to the intriguing tweets between Mr. Najib and Selangor Menteri Besar Azman Ali a few weeks ago. Datuk Seri Azman is deputy president of PKR. Even Dr. Azmi Omar, an expert on ruling party Umno, suspects that there is something going on because you never know with Anwar. Anwar was formerly Deputy Prime Minister and a rising star in Umno, before he was sacked from the party and his government post in 1998 by former Premier Mahathir Mohamad. The speculation is unlikely to go away anytime soon, especially after Datuk Seri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi followed in his boss' footsteps to call on Anwar yesterday.